E-Yantra technologies. In this video, we are going to discuss R20 JNTUK ECE 32 lab, Arduino ARM based lab, experiment number 5. In the folder given to you, you will find experiment number 5, HYPERTERMINAL and PuTTY title. There you will find two more folders, bidirectional sensor readings and HYPERTERMINAL 3. This HYPERTERMINAL 3 is going to print a mathematical table, that is 2 1s are 2 3 2 3s are something like that. It is going to print the mathematical table for any given integer. It actually reads the number which is given by the user and then prints whatever he is asking. So this program is basically to print the math table. First of all, in the setup you begin the serial communication 9600 and then you print Arduino math table printer and hello, I am Arduino Nano, please type the number for which you want the mathematics table. So it prints, first asks the user to give the data. So the string is not required, it's actually not needed, you can delete it. It's not needed, sorry. So here we are going to start the serial communication. We are going to listen what the user prompts. So the user is asked to give a number, then if at all the user gives, the computer waits, the Arduino waits until the serial dot available is greater than 0. See, Arduino listens to the serial port, that is the COM port. If at all something is coming in the COM port, it is going to listen that, and whenever this happens, the serial dot available function gives you something greater than 0. Something greater than 0 means something is coming inside. Then it comes into the loop. And it stores an integer variable named val, and it stores that as integer serial dot pairs int. So this serial function, serial module, actually it has several variables. You can get it in the form of a character, serial dot read. You can get it in the form of a string known as serial dot read string, and actually you can store the incoming byte as an integer also. So this integer is stored in the form of parseInt function. So that value will be stored under val. If value is not equal to 0, let us say the user has given some non-zero value, then what it does is it starts the for loop for int I equal to 1 to I less than 13. That is, it starts from 1 goes up to 12. So I am going to print the table up to 12 and then I plus plus. So it is going to increment 1, then serial dot println. See, you can actually type each and every one in serial print is serial print, but here we are doing a combination. This is another trick, as we are learning bidirectional communication. So we are printing the entire string. How it is printed? If you want to print 2 1s are 2 into 1 is equal to 2. This is what we are trying to print. So in that, the table 2, it is taken as val, because if the user prompts a number 2 here, the 2 will be printed here, and then of course it is integer, you need to convert it into string. Whenever you are dealing with serial.println statements, everything is a string, not an integer. So integer, float, etc., you need to convert them into strings. So I have converted the value of 2 into string, and then plus double quotes. See, in serial print statement, wherever you use double quotes, that simply gets printed as it is. So I have given a space and letter X and then space. So 2 1s are 2 into 1, that into I have printed here, plus 1 means here actually I am incrementing I. First 2 1s are 2, I equal to 1, 2 2s are 4, that is I equal to 2. So this I value is once again integer, so I am converting it to string. So 2 into, now it's 1, plus is equal to. So this equal to I have printed under double quotes, so it gets printed as it is, and then plus the value. You can see val star I. So the val is now 2 and I is 1. So 2 into 1, whatever is the value, that is printed here. So in one single line you can print the entire table row, one row. And then what happens? I gets incremented, I I will be 2, so 2 2s are 4. Next I get increment as 3, 2 3s are 6. Like that you can go up to 12. Whenever I becomes 12, it prints, and whenever I becomes 13, this loop fails, it won't satisfy, so it comes out, and then it says serial.println, table printing is over, please enter another number. So the task is over. Now you give me another task, boss. So this is the loop. Let me upload it, and as usual we'll be watching this through the HYPERTERMINAL window. I have not changed the port, so it's still COM5. So my COM5 is going to give me the serial communication. Now the process is uploading. It takes a little while, and then we'll go to putty, type COM5, and you have to look for which COM port you are using. Your system gives a specific COM port, please follow that, not this COM5 always. So uploading is done. Now I'll once again go to my folder containing softwares. So there I'll find this putty, double click, it opens, select serial, select COM5. So I am using by default 9600. You can change if you want, but if you change it, you must change it in the software also. And then go to terminal, select force echo on, open. So it will start asking me, Arduino math table printer, hello, I am Arduino Nano, please type the number for which you want the table, and it is giving green cursor. Now I'll enter, let us say 6. So 6 is printed, and when I give the 6, you see 6 ones are 6. Don't get confused that 66, actually I have printed 6. That 6 is echoed here because I said force echo, local echo. That's why you might get confused that it is 66. No, when I remove the echo option in the in what you call putty, there you won't get this. So it has printed the 6 table, and finally table printing is over. Please enter another number, that is asking. Now I'll close the putty window and show you the effect. It's asking me whether to close it properly. Yeah, you close it, I don't want it. And now I'm once again reopening the putty. So this time once again serial, I'm choosing COM5, and see I'm not using this terminal echo on. I won't use this, I'll open it. But the problem here is whatever that I type, I won't be able to see. I'm showing you. So let's print 8 here. I have printed 8, that's all. See, this time there is no echo. Whenever I type whenever I type something, it is printing directly. So if at all I type 7 for example, it is printing the 7 table, and if I print let's say 20, it is printing the 20. So like that, whatever I type here, that numbers table will be printed on the serial monitor. So this is bidirectional communication. Why I am calling bidirectional? Because whatever I am giving in, Arduino is taking that and it is returning back something. So it is bidirectional communication. There is another window where you can actually print the sensor readings also. That is the other experiment they have given in the same folder, experiment number 5, HYPERTERMINAL putty. Here you will find bidirectional sensor readings. So here what it does is, instead of feeding instead of getting a table, now I'll ask the Arduino to give me what is the temperature reading, what is the thermistor reading, what is the light intensity reading, etc. So though the name table printer is there, it is not table, sorry, it is sensor reading printer. It's the sensor reading printer. I need to modify this. Okay, so it's going to print the sensor readings. So here it's first welcomes us, I am Arduino Nano, please type the number for the following options. So it's actually giving us 3 options, number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1 is light sensor reading, number 2 is temperature LM35 reading, and number 3 is also temperature, but it is based on thermistor. We have 2 temperature sensors here. This is LM35 and this is the thermistor, the green color one. The green color one is called thermistor. So we can get the readings here. I think the code is self-explanatory. You can see, as usual, we'll call the serial function. We'll read the serial parseint, and if the value that you enter is 1, it does light reading, gives you light sensor in terms of darkness in percentage, and then if you give value 2, it measures the temperature sensor's temperature reading and then prints the temperature reading in degrees Celsius. Or if you choose the value number 3, it gives you thermistor. It is also temperature sensor for which a calculation is there. It is beyond your syllabus. It is not there in the JNTUK syllabus, but only for information I am giving you, and it prints the temperature sensor reader. And then go back. Let's upload the code and see. And once again here we use the same COM5, same terminal putty once after uploading the code. And remember, when you are uploading the code, putty must be closed, and simultaneously you should not open the COM port because that may sometime throw error. It's still uploading, done uploading. Now let us open our softwares, our putty. I am opening the putty as usual. Serial, and the COM number is 5 in my case. It may change in your case. So I am using terminal echo here. Open. So it is welcoming me, Arduino sensor reading printer. Hello, I am Arduino Nano. Please type the number of the following options. First it is asking me whether you want light sensor reading, LM35 reading or thermistor reading. Let's have the light sensor reading. Let's type 1 and then press enter. See the darkness in the room, sorry. Just a minute, this is totally blurred. Yeah, you can see this now. The darkness in the room is 60%, it is saying. And once again it's prompting me, what do you want? Let us now print the 2 and enter. So it is now printing the temperature, which is around 25.39 degrees Celsius. See, this value is obtained from the LM35, and the sensor may have slightly 2-degree error variation. So if I give the same to once again, it might not give me the same value. See, it's now seeing 29 degrees Celsius. So generally we take the average of 10-15 readings, but here I have not taken any average, just only to demonstrate how the bidirectional communication happens. Here I have taken only one single reading. Once again, if I press the 2, it is showing me 29 only. So I think the sensor got stabilized now. Let us try to see with the 3 thermistor. See, this thermistor is also showing around 29 degrees. See, there may be a difference between thermistor and this LM35. Both are not perfectly calibrated, so we get rough values. Once again, I'll see what is the 3. See, it's also showing same 29.9 only. Let me touch it for some time. It gets a little warmth, and let me check what does it give. See, it's showing now 31.89 degrees, so little warmth is there. So in this way you can demonstrate bidirectional communication between serial port and the putty or hyper terminal. Thank you.